Recording.
Hello and welcome back to Havoc Moon. We're finally back. It's been too long. Hello.
Yes, I've
Hi.
missed you all.
Welcome back, Hiatus Moon.
Yeah, it's been a while. Partially because of my move, partially because of other things, but we are
It was
back.
mood. Every week we would come together to play.
I said my move,
Darnell
not my mood, okay?
Darnell would log into the chat and start screaming at everyone.
Yeah, I would, but
It was messed up.
I'd be like, "Where are you guys?" And they'd be like, "Sorry, I was just gone." And then I committed murder. I brought them back though.
It's so messed up.
So recap, Tan. Would you like to give it? Smile.
This is fucked up. This is fucked up. You said you were gonna give it.
All right. I love how I gotta do your job. Okay. All right.
You do actually, yeah.
So last time on Havoc Moon, Billio, Iago, and it started with Billio and Iago were hunting down the Shadowless Man, I believe, and they were fighting him in some residential area while Hayden was with it's in my notes. Samantha O'Harty researching her Havoc Moon. It says O'Harty in here, but okay, Samantha O'Hart. Maybe perhaps you're insane. And he was learning more about the Havoc Moon game. He found the original book that was talking about that while they were fighting him, but then they called for help. So Hayden left to go assist them. Shadowless Man ran off. They chased him down to like the government emergency notification building, tried to fight him, but I think he got like portaled or punched through into the control room. And like, did he die or what? Did he get away?
He did die. I'm pretty sure he got like erased from reality.
Yeah, he got like erased from. Oh yeah, I like aged him to death, but right before he put it in, he had put in. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
What did he put in?
He put in like the chip with the ad, and then the guy from the Havoc Moon game, like the Havoc Moon text us and was like, "I'm so fucking sorry, guys," or something like that. And then we looked outside, and the whole sky was pink. The Havoc Moon was out, and the implication is that now everyone in the city, or at least everyone with a phone, has a stand. I believe that's everything, right?
That's right. Yes.
Sounds like. What was the exact text that we got from the Havoc Moon game?
I don't remember word for word if you have it, Tam, but I remember it was literally just something like, "I tried to stop it, I'm so sorry," or some shit like that, and a bunch of like typos. I could scroll through, but there's so much text in the general, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to find it.
Right.
As though the dancing Godzilla gifts and the Kingdom Hearts gifts for some fucking reason.
This is basically just our group chat. Do you remember, Tam, what it was, or was it basically more or less?
Yeah, that's basically it.
Okay. And we're like standing, I think, outside the building. We're like, oh, fuck. And that's when I assume it resumes.
This gif had a scroll past, like, I think, sort of illustrates your mood. From what I remember.
Yeah! Us
basically
IRL.
it.
Are we healed, by the way, or damaged? What was our status? I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure I don't remember. There's a JoJo, though, so let's injuries do not carry over from episode to episode.
Epic.
We have holes all over our body, and there's blood fucking everywhere.
Yeah, we're fucking Jotaro bleeding.
It's okay. Iago filled all our body holes with ice.
Thanks, Iago. Instantly dies of
Right,
hypothermia.
so we're ready.
Yeah, set the scene.
So, as you stand outside the emergency broadcast centre, you can see this insidious sort of pink light covering the city. It's sort of almost sickly, it feels. Just sort of waving down, reflecting off the windows of the skyscrapers as well. It feels like an entirely different world from when you came in, basically. In the distance, you can hear the honking of car horns, distant sound of explosions even. Sirens of bomb sirens, fire engines, police cars, ambulances. It's like the whole world's gone to hell in the last couple of minutes, basically. And, yes, you're standing out there in the middle of it.
Oh, fuck.
The first thing...
You know, Hayden...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
If I go to bed right now, and I wake up, is this still gonna be here?
I think so, buddy. I think this might be real bad. First, Oh, sorry, go ahead, Iago.
I think it might be time to relocate my office.
Yeah, I'm thinking... Wait, we can't just leave the city to burn. I mean, we gotta do something, right? We're, like, kinda responsible.
Darn, Sorry, Hayden. You know, clients are responsible for things all the time. The trick is to avoid that responsibility.
But, I mean, things might get so much worse for the world if we leave it. I mean, we've seen stands that can, like, stop time and stuff. If we just let the Havoc Moon continue and we don't see it through, what happens if someone with villainous intent wins? And we don't have our stands anymore to combat it.
Yeah, but this is like a whole city. I mean, we're 3 people. 4. Sorry, Dave, buddy.
No problem. By the way, I aged back down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was like, what about Dave? What's he gonna do? What about Captain Morgan, Billy-O?
Well, you can ask me what I'm gonna do. I'm right here.
What'll happen to them if we just leave the city?
All right, you're right. Look, it's just a lot to deal with right now, okay? We don't even know if everyone has stands. That's just an assumption we're making, right?
Dave, when he looks at his hands in astonishment, guys, I think I got a stand.
We already knew that, Dave.
Oh, sorry.
I wonder how many people are going to be in the bonus points only category with Dave. The points haven't come up in a long time, like, the rounds. I'm very concerned about that.
Hold on. I think we gotta get one thing straight first.
Yeah?
The 3 of us, you know, anybody who's in this reality flick, we lose our stands if we leave the city.
I believe so. Or if we lose the game.
What? Alright, what's to say all these bozos don't lose their stand if they leave the city too?
Well, if they win the Havoc Moon game, I think they just get to keep it forever.
But if they lose, then it's gone, right?
Maybe. I mean, we beat Dave Buddy and his is still there. I think the game has to end first.
What if I just portaled every single resident in Malerna City outside of the city limits?
I mean, jeez, how many people live in Malerna City?
Yep.
300,000,
Billy,
500,000,
that's
a
the idea
million?
I've ever heard from you.
There's at least.
So I just want to. I don't think we mentioned this in the recap, so I already forgot. As this all happened last session, you did get a call from Medina Carter, sort of with her address to like talk to her. So that is an option as well.
Yes. Well, but first, before that, I need to talk to someone.
Who are you talking to, Hayden?
Way more important. I want to try and call up God because God is like kind of sentient. And he has an emergency notification system, so I want to see if our car has a stand. And if he's okay, because fucking with all the shit going down, he might have gotten broken into or destroyed. I'm worried about him.
As Hayden's doing that, a small but horrified look gradually spreads on Ego's face. He doesn't say anything yet.
Ego?
Call up God, I'll tell you in a bit.
I call up God.
Hello, this is God. It's been so long since we last spoke. In relative terms.
Hey God, are you damaged? Are you hurt?
I am not damaged. However, I have been hijacked.
By who?
By thugs and goons and joyriders. Many teenagers are driving me around the block doing donuts. Help.
We will. Where are you?
Doing donuts around the block. Help.
I fucking look around the block, I guess.
You can see them driving around the block doing donuts.
Guys, we gotta go
It
see
seems to be
car.
2 drunk teenagers with 2 equally drunk stands sort of lounging on top of the car.
Oh, Jesus. Alright, Aigo, you got this.
Aigo rolls up his sleeve and is there a bush nearby the block to hide?
There is, yes.
Alright. He, with great dignity, scuttles himself and hides in the bush, and then starts raising. He divides his flaming lips into 2 blocks. One, they'll be on frost duty. They're setting up pillars of ice, and behind them, you know a Rorschach test, right?
I've heard of it, yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna have some pillars of ice see-through, and we're gonna have horrifying, monstrous shapes made up by groups of flaming lips behind them. And they're gonna look huge, and they're gonna scare these teenagers into sobriety.
Kind of looks like my mom.
So yes,
Hey,
as you create this,
Too much information, Hayden. Too much information.
That was a joke.
as you create this this puppet show, one of the teenagers on the passenger seat glances over and opens his mouth wide and shut, as you suspected, he is shocked into sobriety. But he is not shocked into intelligence. Instead of driving away, he jumps out of the car as it's moving and rolls to a stop, and then starts running away down the streets. The other guy driving the car sort of looks over his shoulder to see what happens and crashes into a lamppost where he's knocked unconscious.
Is God alright?
Ow. I just hit my head. Help!
Did we get the nano auto repair chip or no? We only have the fucking what chip was it?
The Iago ego chip or something.
Yeah, the one that makes some sense. All right, let's go. Let's go rescue him. I'll tumble down there and try and like lift the kid out of the car carefully and set him on his side on the sidewalk so he doesn't like, I don't know, choke on his own tongue or something.
Iago gently kicks his stomach to make sure he's unconscious.
Jesus.
Billy is going to run over to the hood of God and immediately start caressing it, trying to see if he's okay. God, are you all right? Oh, God, you suffered so much.
I can't believe it.
Inflicted with superficial damage. Help.
God is dead and we killed him, guys. It's our fault.
Please tell me you can prepare yourself, God.
I am okay.
What kind of?
Really?
Yes.
What brings?
How?
I just am.
Oh. Okay.
Help!
What?
Ignore that.
What brand of smart car is God again? Does he have like a special Malerna City brand or something?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
I am a Rockefeller Havoc.
Rockefeller what?
At Rockefeller Turbo.
If we take him to the Rockefeller dealership, maybe they can patch him up.
I
Can we
suspect they
steal
may
this
have
car?
more eminent concerns at the moment. And also, I am stolen, yes. Help!
Oh yeah, right. Ooh. Okay.
I forget. Does God need keys to start up?
I think we hotwired him before. I don't remember. It was like a smart thing,
just-
and I
we
like
hot-
hacked it. I think.
We hopped in, you hacked them, and we just stole them.
Yeah, I erased the registration for the previous users and put our names under it. So he's ours now. This is what you get for
Oh, you
making
can
your
hijack
fucking
them.
ownership
I'm
of
afraid
an
my
NFT.
exterior sensors are heavily damaged. Everything seems to have taken on a pink sheen.
Oh, no, that's just life now. Okay, if we're not gonna go fix God, we should probably call that one lady, right? I think that's what
Well, what
someone
about
would
this
want us
kid?
to do. Hmm?
Maybe he knows. What about this kid over here? Maybe he knows something.
He's just a fucking stupid kid. What would he
Perhaps he is
possibly
behind
do?
it all.
Yeah, you're right. And Billy's gonna squat down. What a
I-
fucking stupid kid. He's gonna.
Oh, what happened?
We
I-
saw
I
his
go-
Waking up.
we saw his
I go
stand a
rummages-
second ago, right? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Iago
Yeah.
rummages through the kid's pockets.
Jesus.
Oh, I feel like someone's rummaging in my pocket.
Is a lawyer robbing a teenager right now? We saw
Someone
his
with middle class.
I'm
We saw
gathering
his-
evidence the case Darnell. I mean,
We s-
Hayden.
we saw his stand, right? And like could confirm.
Yes, it was like a tubby little creature wearing a bicycle helmet.
All right, so his stand's not you too, so he's clearly not the one behind this, Billy.
All right, bozo. I'll leave you
Oh.
for now. But if I found
What's
your
going
body,
on?
both getting it.
Listen, kid. This is all just a dream. You're gonna wake up soon, and you're gonna be warm in your bed. Mom's gonna have some bacon and eggs for you, so just shh, just relax.
Oh yeah. When I see the bacon and eggs, I'm gonna floss. And then he falls back unconscious.
I'm fining him for that then. Did
I
he have a
don't-
wallet on him?
He does.
He fines the kid for flossing.
I dump him in a dumpster, cyberpunk style, so the body isn't discovered.
See you in the major leagues.
Good
No.
thinking, Hayden. They'll never look in there.
Exactly. I just hope he wakes up before the trash comes to collect.
As you are on your way to the dumpster, by the way, on your way back, you do notice that although this seems to be a relatively empty area earlier, it's not actually that way. There's just a lot of people sort of collapsed unconscious in the grass and on the streets.
Oh shit, that's
God,
right!
Aiden,
Not
you're gonna
everyone
have to
has
find a lot more dumpsters.
Not everyone has the mental fortitude to handle a stand. Oh wait, this is way worse than I thought. If we don't fix this, there might be a genocide. This could be really bad.
Oh no, I dislike genocide.
There's a
me
mass
too.
homicide because it's not against a specific group. I don't know the term.
Wait a minute.
Is it genocide because it's a
Aiko-
genocide against people not strong enough to have a stand?
Wait
I
a
just-
minute. As we're walking, Aiko suddenly has a realization. If everybody in Malerna City dies, there goes most of my clients.
Exactly. And also a whole lot of innocent people.
And if everyone in Malerna City dies,
too.
who am I gonna leech off of?
This does, however, create a different problem. We can't trust
Economy?
anyone anymore. Every single person that's conscious has a stand now. At least we have to assume so. So we have to be careful. We can't be willy-nilly with our powers. Rely on their invisibility. Regardless, I think we should give this Magina lady a call.
Hey,
Hayden, I have a
Hayden.
question for you.
Okay, you and then Aigo, I guess.
Can you check your fancy phone on the Malerna City, what's it called? What's the app where you say things and you post things and other people could post things on it too? And it's
Malerna Book.
I don't know the word. Yeah,
Like,
can't you check on there and maybe see what people are saying?
Yeah, I open up Malerna Book while Aigo talks to me. What were you saying, Aigo?
say, what we call that gal, you might want to check on your brother. You don't think he got a stand back, do you?
That's actually a really good question. First, I'll check Malerna Book, as Billy rolls.
Malerna Book, at first, it seems to be sort of a flurry of confused messages from your many high school friends, Hayden.
Oh, one of them?
It's running extremely slow, and after a minute or two of trying to scroll through, it just sort of goes down entirely.
We probably should avoid the internet, because if there's any sort of stand that could travel through electricity or phone waves or internet, we could put ourselves in danger. I think the net shutting down, it makes me think that, because just a bunch of people online at the same time wouldn't do that. So I'm scared. I close my phone. I open my phone again, and I call Bradley!
Like GTA 5 shit.
Yeah. Let's call Bradley.
We're sorry. Due to heavy use, the mobile network MG is not functional right now.
Son of a bitch! Okay. Look, if Bradley was in a really bad spot, he might go to my parents' house. We could try there. I mean, they've got a big house. It might be defensible. Or we could go talk to Magina Carter, see what this is all about. Or, if you guys have any ideas...
Malerna?
My parents? Yeah, they own a big man. I've gone over this. They live in, like, the nice part of town, have a big mansion, come from a wealthy family.
How are we supposed to contact Magina Carter if we don't have her number?
Oh yeah, the phones aren't working. Fuck! Shit, we don't know where she was!
Hayden, can't
She
you
gave me
pull
the
some-
address when she called the end of the last session. I will let you remember that. If you
Oh,
want.
thank goodness. She has... We have her address. Does anyone remember it?
Aigo has a good memory.
Read the address name out to me. What is it?
He reads out the address name.
What is it?
Come on, Stigma, give us the address name.
He just did.
You bastard. Okay. So what's the plan? We could go to Magina Carter, we could go to my parents, or if you guys have any ideas, we could maybe check up on Morgan as the previous winner. He might know what to do here. Back at the Chinese shop.
I think Carter is our best bet here. She seems the most important.
All right. You cool with that, Aigo?
Sorry, could you repeat?
Are you cool with us going
we're
to see
gonna-
Carter?
Nothing better to do. Oh. He briefly considers checking up on his office, but then he figures his problem. You know what? Let's just see the lady.
There's some intern like scratching his face until it bleeds, like his eyes screaming in your office right now as he awakens his stand. Do you have any interns actually?
I work alone.
Wow, that's awesome. What about
You can't afford to
paralegals
pay anyone.
or accountants?
They
What kind of a
they
one-stop
are
shop?
they count as charity.
Wow.
Wow, you really are a lawyer.
Alright, yeah, I guess we'll drive to Regina Carter if God's able to. I will personally, I think our best bet is to try and lay low, maybe take some back streets and stay away from any places with heavy foot traffic. Because we don't want to run into anyone going on a rampage with their stand.
Right, okay. I will go to places of low foot traffic. Our destination is inputted, correct? We are heading there directly?
572 Toadwood Avenue.
Wow, it's like I said it myself. What about me? Am I coming or what? Dave Buddy, by the way.
Yeah, you can come, Dave Buddy.
Yeah, buddy, you should probably
hell
hide in
yes.
the trunk. If you're not in old mode, you might get hurt.
Oh.
No,
in-
no, I
in the
think
trunk?
I think Buddy, our friend here, should lead the way.
Sure. Let me call my moped.
The car has
Oh,
4
you're-
seats. You can get in.
Oh, okay. I call shotgun.
Is Dave Buddy in old mode right now, or no?
No,
He is-
he's
he is-
trying
Back returned to the days of his youth.
Right. Okay.
Right, okay. So, yeah, the drive is somewhat tense. You have to. God has to maneuver very carefully because on a couple of occasions there are people sort of collapsed in the middle of the road. Some of them have actually been picked up by ambulances. Some have just been sort of left for the moment with tubes or wires or chains like writhing around their back as they lay with a heavy fever. In the distance, at one point, there's a bit of a skirt as you see a helicopter crash in the distance into a building. But it's far enough away that it doesn't really impact you. But there is a great deal of sort of destruction ongoing and already happened as you make your way through the streets. Until...
Not to play superhero and distract from the plot, but like if there are nearby accidents, maybe as like people who are conscious with stands, we should be doing something on our way to try and save lives. Yay, nay?
Aigo is whistling as we drive past them.
Billy-O?
Man, that was a cool explosion.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I guess
Wonder how much the insurance is worth.
Here is everyone. Before long, the inevitable does occur though, and you do end up.
Oh, wait, I'd
in-
like to add one thing.
Okay.
Earlier Aiga was thinking about what might have happened to his office. Then he remembered he had insurance on the place.
Yeah, actually, now would be the perfect time to burn it down.
Okay. Inevitably, however, the inevitable does happen, and you end up in sort of the traffic lot that's already begun to sort of encompass the city. You're surrounded on all sides by cars honking their horns. You can hear dogs barking from inside vehicles. People like trying to get their pets and get out of the city, and it seems like you've ended up in a crush of traffic here. One person tries to sort of like go around, but the car ends up sort of rolling down the hill instead, upside down, where they have to crawl out.
Do
A
we have...
traffic jam.
Yeah, a gridlock, basically.
Right.
Did we earn enough God points to buy any more modules yet?
Not yet.
Can we
Did
get
you
one
see-
where like can we get one where his wheels extend off the ground and we could just
That was
drive
literally...
through all
That was the exact same thought I had! That's what I wanted to buy! Like the fucking comically drive over the other cars.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. A lot of these cars are like
you do
empty...
see up ahead, however, that this doesn't seem to be just basically because there's so much traffic. There is sort of a police barricade up ahead, it seems. People sort of being told to return to their homes, which they, of course, cannot do, as they are stuck in traffic.
This worries me because I don't like the idea of cops with stands. I'm nervous now. Are there... So you mentioned there's probably a lot of cars with unconscious people in them, right?
There are some in this group, though, yes.
Are there any other Rockefeller cars?
Not that you can see, those are sort of very rich people cars.
Fair enough. I think
There's-
I go, as a lawyer, you're probably the most smooth talking of us. Maybe you should go up and like pretend to be an investigator, and maybe you can draw the cops' attention away long enough for us to like drive around on the sidewalk and get past the barricade or something.
Oh, I was just gonna
I mean,
blow the
can I-
gasoline, but that works too.
I can literally just portal us out of here, God included. Can I
You-
see past the barricade?
Do you have the range? Because doesn't it have to? The hole has to be the size of your body, right? Like, so can you make a portal big enough to fit God?
I've done it before. The hole doesn't necessarily have to be the size of my body. It will just take a piece out of my body temporarily.
Okay.
So like there is a limit on it, but like I could do like a hole from like from one end of the car, like the width of the hood of the car. You know what I mean?
I mean, sure, if you want to do that.
I would need to set up a second hole, like where we would come out of. Is that like what's behind the barricade?
There
Tam?
seems to be more streets. So the police have sort of set up sort of temporary base of operations there for this district, basically. So it's very much heavy police presence for the moment, and increasing as time goes on.
Would
Are
you say
they-
that there's a flat surface that I could see? Maybe like a wall of a building or like a barricade that's like tall enough
I'd
to.
say so, yeah.
Okay, all right. So I'll make one portal on the front of or the back of the car directly in front of us, and then one portal in the far distance that would take us through the barricade, into the barricade, basically.
Look at this mean the secret code he's put in the chat.
Oh, I just accidentally clicked onto another server, and I want to black that out in the video. Like, I wasn't thinking. There was a notification for me.
Right, okay, so you create the portal on both sides. As you do so, you do hear the clinking of chains from somewhere just out of sight, basically. You're not sure what that
You
means.
guys hear that?
Is that the clinking
Hear
of
what?
chains?
Nah, probably just the wind.
Well,
All right, anyway, let's
I
try.
played a game called Persona once, and that usually meant that like there was a big bat around the corner.
What are you talking about? That's just video games, Hayden.
Well, I mean, not to be
Snap
that
out of it, Hayden.
that
and
guy,
I
but
go,
ow, ow! Not to be that guy, but isn't this the closest life's gonna get to a video game right now?
I wouldn't know. I don't play video games because I have a life.
Oh, okay.
You tell him, Billio.
Hayden gets
Yeah.
the Doomer debuff. He's like,
Just drive.
I'm gonna go watch Evangelion again. You guys take care of this.
Ain't that some old man classic show?
Puts his AirPods in.
Right, okay, so...
He's watching TV on his AirPods?
Oh wait, that's right. We don't have any internet. No, we can't watch anime.
So you created the portals, are you gonna drive through that, or...?
No, we just thought it would look cool. We're just gonna stay here.
Yeah, no, drive. God, drive.
I'm beginning to drive... Uh-oh. As he begins to drive, his voice suddenly sort of trails off and seems to like die as if the engine suddenly cut off. And in a whir of movement, a silver object lashes out from within like the air vent and grabs you by your wrists, Billy O.
Oh,
And you realise
shit!
chains have sort of erupted from within guards to grab you.
No! God's sending me to hell! What did I ever do to you? This is his judgment!
I mean, you were really mean to me just a second ago, but holy shit! Wait, God, what is that? Is that you?
There's no reply from God, and the chains, like, you don't get dragged in. Something's dragging itself out, using you as like advantage, like an anchor point, Billy. And you notice it is a humanoid stand composed entirely of like chains with with two locks for eyes and a police hat on its head.
Oh,
What does it look like?
It's a like humanoid, the upper half of a humanoid figure made out of chains with like padlocks for eyes
I
and
think
a police cap.
There's a
Oh, that's
Yu-Gi-Oh
fucking cool.
card that could fit that description.
The charge
That's
is
awesome.
the charge is as follows. It says illegal trespassing through a police barricade. Sentences 5 minutes. And after it says that, Billy, you feel your body stiffen, and even though you are sort of fully conscious and aware, you find that you cannot move a muscle.
Can I talk?
You can barely talk. It's very difficult.
Guys, I can't fucking do anything.
It's covering his mouth now?
No, he's immobilized. He can just barely move his mouth.
Oh, shit. I try to pop my head out the window. Do any of the cops seem to be focusing on us?
And none seems to be actively focusing on you now.
Maybe it's an automatic stand he can't control. Shit! I
know what to do here. Hayden, leave it to me. Hey, look, officer, what we're doing is completely legal, and he flashes like a fake badge he got a while ago.
He does not reply or acknowledge your presence. He just sort of stares at Billy as it restrains him.
This is Hayden. This is serious. This is the worst possible situation. You know what this is?
Police brutality?
No, this is a cop who can't be bribed.
Whatever, step aside! Slaw thrust! And then a hand's gonna reach out from, like, Hayden's shoulder and try to grab at the chains and decay them.
Right, roll for attack.
Yes, I totally remember how to do that, and I definitely have the overarms book open. Let me get that going here.
You should have pinned the instructions and rolls like me.
Hold on. It's in here. There it is. Okay, I found it. So I'm using AP for my first ability, so I need to go to Hayden, who has 16 AP, so rolls AP 15, 16. Oh, good call. Okay. So my roll to attack is strength plus power -1, and then my damage is strength plus power +1. And for my decay, I'm trying to use the one that only works on inorganic beings first, just to see if that does anything as I attack. But like for the actual physical part, I'm gonna like be squeezing down on the chain with my hand, or sloth rust's hand. All right, so strength plus power -1 is D8 plus D12 -1. D8 plus D12. Oh, I did it right. Why is the dice spot offline, Tan?
Fuck. I didn't realize. It's not offline. Just Rowan's right here.
D8 plus... Oh, Darby's the one that's offline.
I think, Joe
yeah, Darby's the one that's offline. Rohan uses slash roll.
Oh.
12 minus... Nope.
Uh-oh.
10! Oh, here it is. I got it.
Even the bots don't work.
I got it. It's /R for Rohan. But... Okay,
right, so it's 17.
Oh, I got a max... Is that... I got a max roll. No, I didn't. I got an 8 and then a 10 out of 12. Yeah. Still pretty high roll. So that's my to hit.
I remember correctly how overarms works.
Does that hit? Usually goes against
initiative, is that right?
an initiative, yeah.
It does hit, yes.
Alright, so now I do my damage, which is strength plus power +1. /1. RD8 plus RD12 plus 1. So that's 11 damage, and I'm also trying to use the first effect that, like, decays non-organic objects.
Right, okay. So yeah, you punch it right in the face. It jerks away and so it snaps its head to look to you as it's punched, basically.
Mm-hmm.
The front of its face just sort of disintegrates into rust and metal. But you still feel like it is actively looking at you. Charged, assaulting an officer of the law.
Can I talk?
Sentence. You feel the immobilization lessen slightly. You're not sure if that's a result of the attack or just so it's been a bit longer since it did it to you.
I could sort of say things.
You can move, but like very slow motion movement.
Should we roll some initiatives up?
I feel like I'm in Vaseline. Fuck.
How would you know what that feels like? Also, should we roll some initiatives up?
There's the chain stance initiative.
So what's the usual initiative roll again? Is it like speed plus dex?
I'm pretty sure, yes.
Okay, so for me, that's d6 plus d8. Alright, and then you need to roll Billio. It's /r space 1d, whatever dice plus 1d. Or for you, I think it's just 2d12.
Yeah. But I'm not rolling, because what am I going to do?
You can struggle. Roll your initiative. Oh yeah, I didn't even see your DM till just now. But yeah, I was one step ahead of you. Yes, sir.
Yeah, really plotting.
So that's Billy. And it's like 2 actions a turn, right? And he is.
Yeah, just something to know with if the chain stand lands a hit, it does afflict a sort of slow effect, which basically is the wound status, so it's -1 dex.
Okay.
During the fight.
So that means your dex pool goes down a dice to d10. Chain guy is 10. Rohan 8. Hayden 5. So Billy, you have the first move. And remember your dex.
No, I go 8. You're for 5.
That's what. Oh, I called him Rohan instead of Aego.
Into your heaven's door.
Well, seeing the Rohan bot, I guess, fried my brain.
For my first move, I'm going to use my eyes, my hyper analytical eyes, to scan this stand and see if there are any keyholes on the padlock.
They seems to be decorative, the ones that were in its eyes, because they've been rusted away by Sluffer's attack, and he doesn't seem any sort of worse for worse eyesight-wise.
Okay. What if I'm gonna try to grab his hat?
I don't know how I punched him in the face. I was trying to like squeeze down on the chains binding my buddy. It's fine.
It wasn't binding your body yet, though.
My buddy, not my body.
Oh.
It's fine.
Where is our buddy? What's Dave Buddy doing?
Yeah, what is
Dave?
Dave?
In the trunk.
Yeah. See, he's safe though.
Frightened GTI. Yeah, basically.
I would personally, maybe you can like. I wonder what would happen if you like used up the parts of your body being bound and made those a hole. Would they like sink into? Because we haven't seen that, right? Because you make a hole on your body when you make a portal. What happens when something goes into that hole in your body?
Well, like inside, I would get fucked up and die.
Yeah.
It's like a literal hole, and it's not like something manual. Like when it happens on the stand, it happens randomly.
Okay, so it's not like a magic-y portally hole. It's like an actual hole.
Yes, it is a literal chunk of flesh being taken temporarily out of my body.
Ooh, that's bad. I don't know. You could just try to bust out of it with raw strength, maybe.
I'm gonna try. Well, first thing I'm gonna try to do is take its hat.
Of course. What would that be?
Roll as an attack.
So remember, your dex is a d10 while you're wounded.
Okay, so d10 plus d12?
D12, I believe so, yes.
Okay. That is a 10.
Right, so that hits the initiative, so is that a hit then, do you think?
Yeah.
If it's the same?
Yeah, if it's the initiative, it's a hit.
Yeah. Okay, roll for damage then. Let's see if you manage to get it off.
And that is 2d12, correct?
That's right, yes.
I believe it's
Isn't
d10 plus d12 still because you have the wound on you. Let me
Right,
double
okay.
check.
Isn't there a +1 at the end? Or
So it's a +1 on your accuracy and a -1 on your damage if you're assassin. Oh wait, are you magician? No, you're assassin.
I'm assassin, yeah.
Yeah. So that should have been an 11 to hit, and then this will be Dex plus Speed -1.
Right.
Hey, all I'm saying is you guys should just pin the roll numbers so you don't have to remember them.
That would be
okay.
smart.
Nice damage.
So yeah, you got very good damage there. So you whip off the hat with such force that you sort of like smash its head a bit at the same time. And you pull the hat off without much difficulty in itself, basically. And beneath it, well, the first thing you notice when you get the hat into your hands is that the inside of it is noticeably wet and sticky. And you notice when you look back at the stand that what the hat was covering is sort of an exposed blue brain.
Ooh.
Ah, I told you guys taking the hat off was the right move. I told you.
Well, I guess we have a
Charge.
weak point.
Charge. Theft. Sentence. Execution. He seems like you have pissed it off.
I mean, you still got an action left, Billy. What you gonna do?
I'm going to. Where is this thing like charging at me or like what's it doing?
It's sort of still staying in place, but it looks like it's going to attack any second, sort of like a cobra tensing up.
Okay, I'm going to make a portal covering my my body, just like my torso and shit. So like if it charges at me, it'll go into the portal and make one right behind it, so it'll end up in the same place basically. While this thing's exposed and I can do this to protect myself, I'm assuming this will buy me enough time for one of my other party members to stab this thing in the brain. So yeah, I'm just gonna play defense and go for the best there.
Does he get any bonus for like doing a defense action?
Yeah, so I'll -1 its next attack. Well, -2. I won't be able to get. So yes, it turns to you, Billy-O. It seems to very much not like you after you stole its hat. That seems to be a sort of sore spot for it. And from it, mostly these chains that's composite are silver in colour. But like as it writhes, basically some new chains sort of slip out from within its torso, and these ones are golden, ending with blades rather than sort of looping back in on themselves. And these sort of point towards you, and you get a feeling that's like fire. So just to make sure I understand correctly, so you're choosing to sort of get ready to like a blocking stance here. So you're ready?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, it's going to roll for attack then.
I rolled, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's for defense, right? Or what?
Wait, what? Wait, why did you roll?
Because it's
Actually-
still my turn.
Wait, what? I thought you used
Well, you
your turn to
rolled-
defend. I'm confused.
I had one. Yeah, I did.
You used one
What's
action
the
to
roll?
attack and then one action to defend.
I don't have to roll to defend anything?
No, you'd have to roll.
Oh, okay, alright, disregard
He's
that.
trying to hit your initiative and then he has to beat your defense.
Okay.
Let me just get the right roll together here.
Oh, miss, bitch!
Oh yeah, you are more than ready for this attack. And as you sort of, you sort of like you're a boxer almost sort of dancing around it, the blades sort of shoot past you and hit the back of the car instead. You get off well a scratch, and unfortunately the fine upholstery of the back seats are ruined by this.
Poor God.
He'll fix it.
And with its second attack, it seems to... So with those chains that are sort of embedded in the back seat, it sort of pulls itself towards you, like, with its arms out, trying to do a clothesline.
Well, I have portals open, like, on my body, so
Yeah.
if it makes contact, it'll just go back to where it was.
Yeah, but once again, your Billy reflex isn't allowed to dodge this without much problem. Although now it is on sort of the other side of you than it was before. It's in the back seat now, rather than the front seat where it was emerging from the vents.
So real quick, Igo, were you driving or were I?
You were driving, weren't you?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. So you're in the back
Well,
seat
God
with me
drives
now.
himself.
That's true, but then that would imply that he's in one of our laps now. If none of us sat in the driver's seat.
Does Hayden have a driver's license?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
Right,
so the
okay, so
It's your move, Igo.
wait, so the police. Wait, so the police stand is in the back seat now, right?
it is though,
Yeah,
yes. The chains are still sort of spanning across the length of the car from the air vent to the back of the seat where its main body is.
I am curious, actually.
Brain.
After the head hit and the face punch, do any of the cops look injured out there?
You can't really tell. Some of them in distance. You're not seeing sort of anyone actively looking injured or holding any injuries.
I think as he sees, the cop stand that is incorruptible, shutters spawned right next to him. Iga, raises up his hand. He's showing his palm. He says, "We don't want any trouble, officer." And as he says that, Flaming Lips is just doing a loop-de-loop around him, and and the Flaming Lips are gonna try and land on the brain, start setting it on fire.
Jeez.
What's like from the inside, or?
Yeah, if it can chew their way into the center, that's good. If it can only just land on the surface of the brain and before they heat up, that's fine too.
Right, okay, well roll for your attack here. Didn't work.
Wait, don't you get what? With Magician? Oh no, Magician's -2. Damn.
Oh wait, would there be any? What did the stand seem convinced by the charade?
It sort of hasn't really acknowledged your presence. It seems like it really doesn't even notice you exist until you commit what it considers a crime.
All right. Well, good thing we have 2 actions then.
But your pliers, unfortunately, do not. Your pliers, unfortunately, both times do not manage to find a space small enough to fit between these sort of writhing chains.
Huh. Dense, huh?
They are sort of like wrapped around each other, like almost like muscles.
Well, that's a turn.
Yeah. So Hayden, are you also in the back seat here, or are you somewhere else?
I'm fine with saying I'm in the driver's seat because that would make sense why I was able to reach over and grab Adam.
I imagine you're looking back at like that meme, like The Rock.
Yeah. So I see this thing, and I think his initial concern was he doesn't. If it wasn't like being used on purpose, he didn't want to like kill it and then kill the user. But since no one out there seems to be getting hurt, he's a little curious what's causing this. So I think I don't know because like obviously we have to hit it because Billy O's in immediate danger. So I think. Actually, you know what? What he's going to try and do is he's going to get distance. Rather than attacking, since he's in the driver's seat, is the sidewalk open for me to Senator Phillips this bitch?
The sidewalk? Not really, no.
What do you mean, no? Like, there's bodies, or it's just like...
Well, this road doesn't have a sidewalk. It's just sort of like almost a bridge, basically.
Is there, like, enough space for me to, like, sort of, not legally, but still get past the cars in front of us?
Yes, but not the police barricade. You can get past the cars, but not like the barricade at the end of the road. Is that okay?
No, yeah, that's fine. I'm just thinking.
Silence.
Sorry, that wasn't me. That wasn't me being mad at you. No, I'm just thinking. Also, does God even work right now? Because he's not talking to us. Like, is he drivable?
He does not
still?
seem to be driving.
But is he drivable, or is he just like broken out?
He seems to be deactivated.
So is that
like if he was driving, he would drive through those portals I made.
Is that a yes that like I could drive him?
You could not drive. Like the power's off. Basically, it feels like.
Okay. In that case, how strong is Sloth Rust again? I don't know if I could do this. How far is the portal that Billy O made?
Which one? It was like, imagine him in the entrance, right?
I'm gonna use my actions, movement, and strength-wise to try and manifest Sloth Rust behind the car and push the car into the portal. Is he strong enough to do that? If not, it's all good. Just let me know.
To push the car into the portal?
Yeah.
One action for the movement. Strong enough.
One action for the movement of it, one action for the pushing of it. Okay. Then I'll use both my actions to do that. I'll summon Sloth Rust behind the car, and he's going to push the car into the portal and on the other side of the police barricade.
Right, okay. So yeah, you managed to push it through. It's very strange to see from everyone inside the car. But you just sort of like... I imagine the entrance portal is like on the surface of the road, is that right? So you're sort of dipping into it and then coming out the other one?
Yeah.
It's very strange. You almost feel like you're doing a flip as you go through, but eventually, with a minor crash sound, you end up on the other side of the police barricade. But the chain user, stand for its part, turns as if it's going to punch you in the face, Hayden, but as the moment you cross the boundary of the barricade, it sort of disintegrates into flakes of metal and disappears.
Oh, that was convenient. I didn't even mean to do that. All right.
Quick thinking.
Yeah. This is Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
There does seem to be the minor problem of us not being able to drive God, but yeah, all right, we got out of the gridlock. Good job.
Someone knocks on the window. It seems to be a cop who has realised you've appeared on the other side of the barricade.
Oh, fuck.
I'll roll down the window and put my arm out.
Let me handle this one. I got this.
I roll up my window and then I like gesture for the cop to go to the passenger seat for Billio. And then I roll down Billio's window.
So he's sort of a man with a bushy black mustache.
Of course,
you realize where you are, folks.
What seems to be the problem, officer?
We got a barricade set up. I don't know how the hell you did it, but you're here on the other side of it, and you weren't a minute ago. Can you explain yourself, sir?
Oh, what are you talking? Oh, my goodness! It does appear that we're inside the barricade. How did that happen?
Sure.
Okay, let's cut the shit, officer. You're conscious, which means you have a new power that you're unfamiliar with, right?
He seems uncomfortable discussing it. I've got a job to do, sir, and you're gonna have to get back on your side of the barricade. This whole area is closed off.
Listen.
We got people. We got things I can't even describe going on in this district.
Officer,
you don't want to get in here. I'm telling you.
Officer, please listen to me. We've had these powers longer than the rest of you guys. Something happened, and unless we can get to where we need to go to fix it, then it's not going to get any better. Now, our car is shot.
What do you mean you had these powers long? You should be coming with us then to let everyone know what's going on.
Well,
what do you mean? Where you gotta be?
Okay. Listen. Here's how about we parlay here a little bit. Our car is shot to shit. You want answers. If you can give us a ride to our destination, we'll explain things as best we can on the way.
I suppose. Once you've done whatever you do, but we gotta take you back to HQ. You gotta tell everyone what's going on with these things. Assuming that you're telling the truth. I'll hold my eyes on you.
After we get to our friend, we'll. What's your name, officer?
Officer Whitaker.
Whitaker. Okay. Hayden, right here.
Wait, just 1 second, Officer Whitaker.
Yeah.
So if you do have one of these powers, why don't you mind showing it off? And I kind of.
I don't know how the hell I'd do that.
Like this, and I bring my head like a hole, and just like channel him out, just to show him, just to see what he has.
It can be a little hard to summon your stand at first. It requires you to use your fighting spirit, so think about what gets you up in the morning. What's something you fight for? Maybe a family member, a loved one, maybe...
Well, I don't know if my power is one that works. I don't know. Like, I've not had it for long, but it seems to be something that happens on its own. I don't got nothing to do with it.
Would it happen to be a mess of chains with padlocks for eyes?
Oh, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, it tried to kill us, but once we got on the other side...
I call it the crickets. That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, it tried to kill us, but when we got to the other side of the barricade, it disappeared. I'm glad you're not hurt.
What the law says.
So, were you in control of that, officer?
Control of what now?
Okay,
the padlock man that tried to kill us.
Yours is
on. It does its own thing.
The fucked up part, though, is we didn't break any laws when it attacked us. We were just waiting in traffic, trying to figure out what to do. And then it destroyed our car. If anything, shouldn't your stand be attacking you for destruction of property?
I don't want to help people.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Officer Whitaker.
Maybe this just...
You don't know.
Maybe this just represents the corroded, corrupted heart of every cop in America, huh?
Look, just
so true, Bestie.
Just slip us through a pair and we know we can look past things.
Listen. I hate cops as much as the next guy, but like I can feel pity for you in this specific situation. So how about Here, I give him the address. I think it was like 572 Toadwood Avenue or something like that. And I was like, get us here and come in with us, and there's someone who can explain everything. We can work this out, okay?
Sure thing. Like I said, we're in and out because there's things going on in there I can't even describe.
Okay, and I think in the hubbub, I think Hayden forgets Dave in the trunk. Unless anyone else remembers him.
Haigo did not remember the body.
I think he's just going to be left there for a while. At least he'll be safe in theory.
So yeah, the police car drives off with you inside, abandoning God for the moment, just like America. So yeah, this district seems a lot different from the one you came from. So it's more eerily silent than anything. And as you are driving the short distance to your final destination, you do see a couple of dead bodies, and not the kind of bodies that had a nice, peaceful-looking death. The sort of smashed kind.
Jesus Christ.
Holy Christ. What's, officer, you know what's going on over here?
We got calls. It's going on everywhere, man. I don't know what to fucking tell you.
Jesus.
We don't have a lot of time. We need to deal with this problem before people get used to their powers.
Well, if you want to help people, I guess I can support that. Oh, looks like we made it. So this address seems to be sort of an apartment building, so the number you have is presumably the apartment number.
Damn, 572 apartments.
It's it's a big one.
It's a huge-ass building. Alright, yeah, let's go up and see this Magina car. Is it Regina or Magina?
Magina. So you park up, and as you park up, you do hear sort of like some unusually loud footsteps, and then like out of sight of you all, but just like in the corner of eye, you see like a large hand knock with two fingers on the police car window, like next to Officer Whitaker's head. He goes, "Well, hello," and then sadly, a massive hand punches through the car window and smashes his fucking head to a pulp before you all.
Oh my god!
Oh no! He could have been a lovable side character if given time.
And if that isn't enough, then the source of what did this looks down. It's a grotesquely sort of engorged human figure, like simultaneously cartoonish and fucking realistic. And Hayden, more than anyone else, recognizes this man.
Who is it?
It looks like this.
Oh no!
Mario has logged in.
You gotta be kidding me.
It looks at you all with like eyes that have no sort of like actual intelligence, and just goes,
Shit, don't let him jump on us! And I quickly sort of unbuckle my my fucking seatbelt and try to like move over to the driver's seat and get the fuck out of here.
As you say this, he does seem to be preparing to leap up into his customary pose to jump on top of the car.
Fuck, shit! Am I able to drive out before he does so? How is it, like my speed versus his, or?
You do manage to narrowly avoid getting Mario jumped, as he jumps like the spot where he landed, where you just were. He lands with such force that he's buried in the cement up to his knees for a moment before climbing out.
Oh my god, he ground pounded. Impossible.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any comically large barrels? Or perhaps little mushrooms with feet on them?
I'm gonna kill you, you hear from behind.
No, Mario would never say that! He wouldn't!
Hayden, you know this guy?
Yeah, he was my best friend growing up.
Oh my god! I'm so sorry.
I try to floor it up to the upper parts of the parking to like both get to our destination and escape this fiend.
He seems to be he does a strange posture with both his arms out to his side as he runs towards you, and a yellow cape appears over his shoulders.
Oh fuck. I try to pull off like, okay, so we're in like a parking garage, right?
Yeah, so
There's,
as you're
pillars.
going into the building, you are in a parking garage here, yes. And
I
you
start
see
to
many sort of smashed flat cars in here, by the way.
I start to huck it towards one of the pillars while Mario's behind me, and then at the last minute I try to like Tokyo drift so I narrowly avoid the pillar, and I'm trying to get him to run into it.
As he like moves, he stops moving, and unlike a normal physical object which just sort of slides to a halt, he just instantly ceases all momentum, basically.
Fuck! I think I took physics for granted when it comes to video game characters. Shit! Fuck!
You hear laughter from somewhere in the parking garage.
Who's there?
Is this fucking sick, dude? And the man walks out. He's holding what seems to be some sort of portable gaming console, Nintendo Switch, if you would, between his hands. And he looks like this, by the way, if that's of any interest.
No! He made it in! No! Why does he have the Mario Maker stand?
And it seems like he has his arm like buried into the screen of his Nintendo Switch up to the wrist, as though it's like a portal of some kind. He's sort of pulling something out, some kind of cartoonish flower of some kind.
Hey! What are you doing? We're just trying to get out of here. Please, leave us alone.
This is my apartment now. This is my fucking kingdom. No one can make fun of me ever again. This is fucking sick, dude.
Well, if we ever make
This is my
fun of you,
mushroom
we won't even
kingdom.
know you.
Yeah, we won't make fun of you. I'm a gamer too. Can I?
Yeah. I think I don't remember you from high school. Yeah. I know your fucking faces.
Wait,
You do not know this man from high school.
How old are you?
34.
I'm only 27. We couldn't have been in high school at the same time.
You're all fucking liars, just like Cindy from fucking prom. She didn't want to go to prom. You fucking fucker.
Oh my god, this guy's annoying the shit out of me. Billy's
When will
gonna
you learn that your
get out of the-
actions have consequences?
When I lie,
Billy's gonna get out of the car and use head like a hole to try and wrap its tentacles around this guy's arm. Get him away from the switch.
So, okay, roll for attack then.
Okay.
is his wound gone now? By the way, Billyos.
His wound? Oh yes,
Yeah.
his wound status, yes.
Hog, 2d12, baby. I think.
+1 or -1?
+1 to hit, -1 for damage.
Okay, so +1.
Nice,
Right,
15.
okay. Yes, that does hit. Roll for damage. Yeah, you did a lot of damage. So
I mean,
you grab him by the...
This guy's bone structure's got to be like, he's got like
Yeah,
osteoporosis at like
There's
30.
barely any milk in there, yeah. You grab him for this. You intend to just sort of pull his arm free, but you're sort of misjudging his own weakness rather than your own strength. You sort of slam him into a wall instead. Where he leaves a noticeable indentation, sort of falls, coughing heavily. I fucking knew it. You're just a bunch of fucking bullies, dude.
Listen, dork. You're gonna tell us right now why you're attacking us, huh? Is it just your pent-up rage for not getting pussy in high school?
I did. I played all the Tokyo Memorial games.
Well, guess what? I
Aiden,
never
what the fuck is he
graduated
talking
5th
about?
grade.
Listen,
As you are berating this man, you do feel the shadow of Mario fall upon you from behind. Yeah.
I'm going to. I feel this, right?
Yeah, you do. You feel Mario's pressure.
I'm going to try to open up a portal underneath where Mario is standing.
For a moment, it just opens underneath him, but he doesn't actually move. He instead sort of adopts a pose, and then in three sort of uneven motions descends into the portal. He goes, doot, doot, doot. But you don't. He does that, but you don't actually feel him enter your sort of portal space, Billy. You don't know where he just went.
no, you fool! You've given him a war pipe. Listen, guy. Look, I'm a gamer too. And I reach into my hoodie pocket and I produce a Pikachu Funko Pop. I go, see, I'm just like you.
Hayden, why do you have that?
Because
Yeah, why do you have that?
Because I'm a gamer. okay?
Is that really a Funko Pop?
I hand it to him to inspect.
You fucking normie!
Oh God, Hayden, why'd you have to do that?
And right on cue, Mario bursts out of the piping beneath, his fist erupting from the concrete. He's moved over to sort of like this little garden area. Well, not garden, it's a place like moss and flower plants have overgrown. And he begins, like a dog, eating the plants.
I'm just going to try to tighten my grip around his wrist so much that like it'll snap them.
Yes, he's screaming in pain. Mario does not seem to take any notice, and as he eats the flowers, you see Mario's hue of his colours change. The red of his outfit becomes white, and the blue becomes red.
Shit, my eagle! Wall of ice now!
Got it, and he does that. A wall of ice.
And it's right in time, because a second later, you see the light of flames, like, going all around you. Like, a fucking flamethrower would have, like, fucking incinerated you all if that barrier hadn't come up.
So how did snapping
how the
his wrist
does
not have
Batman
any
work?
effect on Mario?
It seems that Mario is not the stand, it would seem.
Interesting. Okay. Where's the switch?
What did you say,
The
Aigo?
switch is on the ground, like, the screen's broken of the switch, it's on the ground.
What did you say?
I think it would be a good idea if someone stepped on that.
Well, it's already
Is
broken.
Aigo close to it?
You are relatively close to Iago, though, yes.
Then Hiatus says, "Alright, Hayden, someday you can have to do this yourself." And he stomps on the switch.
Damn. I mean, you can play
That's
video
his
games.
instance. Mario, he seems like he's about to throw another fireball. Instead, he sort of adopts a strange hands in the air pose and hops in the air and then falls straight down through the floor. You can go, oh, as he vanishes from this world.
What, does breaking the switch injure the man at all?
It does not, but Mario seems to have been eliminated.
Alright, get talking.
My Nintendo Switch, I got that for Christmas, dude!
Wait,
Listen.
the stand was bound to your Switch? You don't have a stand?
My stand, I named it myself. Video games. It lets me pull my favorite characters out of the screen.
And you chose Mario?
Because I love Mario, dude.
Now who's a
Why wouldn't you
normie?
go like, I don't know, one of those girls or something? Wouldn't that help your problems?
I would have pulled out something
Fuck.
badass like Kratos.
Like, he seems to suddenly realize he starts pouring at the switch on the ground. No, surely it still works.
Hey,
Mario, please.
I broke your wrist. It's not like you'll be able to do anything anyway.
He's pouring. It's like I forgot about that. But what he's instead doing, he's sort of poking it with his nose, trying to get it to work again. Please,
Alright,
dude.
this is too
My
too
video
much.
games.
Look,
Why did you attack us?
I wanted to make the part in building my mushroom kingdom.
What is wrong with you? Are you working for anyone, or are you just crazy?
I'm self-employed, dude.
With what? Who are you employed by?
Wait a minute.
YouTube.
Aren't you? It is you! Mushroom Head Gamer 34!
Yeah, I do blind playthroughs of all the Paper Mario games.
I know! I'm your biggest fan!
Wow, really?
No, you fucking suck! I hate you! I'm your biggest hater. I always comment that you should stop YouTube on all your videos.
That seems to be too much for him. The day that was surely a dream for this loser has become a nightmare. His greatest online hater has now humiliated him in real life.
Yeah.
And falls to the ground, retired, foaming at the mouth.
That's right. Damn.
His tears flow from his eyes and soak onto his broken Nintendo Switch.
I actually feel kind of bad now.
Hey, this guy's useless to us. You want to get to the apartments?
I think there's one more thing we should do first. This might help him. I think he's had a rough time in life and with women and school, and I think there's something we could do for him that could really help all that.
I agree, Hayden. And Aigo tries using his flaming lips to give him a better haircut.
Oh my god, we had the same thought! We had the same fucking thought! I also wanted to give him a haircut because he has the mushroom.
You give him like a TikTok fucking haircut. It's magnificent.
Beautiful. He'll be rolling in poontang in no time.
You know what? If you're gonna do that to him, you might as well just age his bones so his wrist could heal.
I go to the to what's left of Officer Whitaker. Is he like gone?
His head has been destroyed.
I have like a quick moment of silence, and then
You were gonna say that you were gonna close his eyes, though, weren't you?
No. I have a quick moment of silence, and then I'm gonna take his badge, and I'm gonna take his walkie or like police scanner, and I'm gonna take his gun.
Loot gat.
And I'm gonna hand the gun to Iego because he seems the most competent of the three of us and the most likely to know how to use one. And I say,
I know how to.
listen, stands are great, but in a world where everyone has one in chaos, maybe a bullet to the head of some users might be a quicker solution. As a last resort, let's try to keep killing to a minimum during all this.
Hayden, I get where you're coming from, but I see a flaw here.
What?
Look, my stand, Flaming Lips, is already pretty long range, isn't it?
Yeah?
You need the gun more than me, so just hand me the badge. I can take care of that kind of stuff. You need the gun more than me, Slothfrust. It's always hanging pretty close to you.
Okay. I'll take the gun, I hand him the badge, and I'll give Billy the police scanner.
Oh, what does this thing do?
It lets you listen to police radio frequencies, keep up with what's going on around the city. I'm relying on you if there are any serious disasters we could go help, or if there's any useful information. And in an emergency, you can use it to call the cops, which under normal circumstances you should never do, but under these circumstances, they might prove a useful distraction.
Oh, it's like TV, but for old people.
Kind of. It's also probably the only piece of communication tech that works now that the internet's down and we're in the future where everyone uses the internet.
So what happened to Mario Man? Where did he go?
He's on the ground.
We gave him a haircut.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe now he'll finally get some pussy.
Well, I mean, you gotta update his fit too. I mean, what's he wearing, Tan? Is he wearing like cargo shorts and like a Triforce t-shirt?
He's wearing cargo shorts and he's got sort of like a scarf tied around his neck and like a white polo shirt.
You aren't ready for Fukunaga.
Zipless in short.
I can't believe we didn't get one Fukunaga speech. This is so sad. He died too fast.
I can't do them. I won't be able to do it.
It does require a certain gift. Not everyone can. I don't think I could even do it justice. But yeah, we should probably head up to Magina Carter. Also, I guess the police car can be our temporary car till we get God working again.
That's up to you.
I mean, do you want to ride around in something that has like a man's splattered head pieces all over it?
Well, we can clean it. I'm sure Magina Carter has like Windex and the you know,
Paper towels.
Yeah.
All right, I'm cool with going to the apartment.
Yeah, let's walk the rest of the way maybe, because that's a good point. I don't know if I want to drive around with like a dead, blown off corpse.
Well, you're like in the parking lot of the building, so there's not much of like a drive either way.
Yeah, let's just walk up.
Right, so yes, you ascend the first couple of floors. You seem to be normal. People are generally sort of locked into their apartments, sort of holing up. All the doors have just been left open as people have fled. But when you get to the floor that this apartment is supposedly on, it's very much different. No one else seems to be staying on this floor. The walls haven't been even painted. They're just sort of stark white. And a lot of the rooms are sort of open, and you can see that they're not sort of finished inside. The only signs of any sort of human presence are these sort of graffitied black arrows that have been sort of posted that seem to be directing you towards a specific part of the floor.
Do we follow?
I guess so.
Seems like
Right.
the thing to do.
So yeah, as you follow them, it's quite a walk through the floor. You finally reach an apartment door that seems to be closed, unlike all the others, and this one has some sort of text printed on it. Let me just get down what the text is.
Oh, text! I thought you said hacks.
Oh my god, it's a charm.
Hex, I thought you said sex.
I wish.
You're opening the sex door?
I would. Would you open the sex door? Yes, no.
No, I'd be terrified.
I would open the sex door.
Hayden's inner gamer.
Darnell would also open the sex door.
This is what it says on the door.
By entering through this door, you agree to the following. You will not attack Magina Carter until you have left the room this door leads to. You will not take things from said room without I assume that's permission?
Oh, yeah. Yes, that should be sorry.
What a dumb bitch.
Well, it really is a gamer.
Does her stand have anything to do with contracts? And if so, did we already know that?
You do recall that when that time that Bradley had you write a contract.
Yeah, I remember that.
We agree to the terms and conditions. And I walk in.
So it's a stark white room beyond. It was stark white furniture. There's definitely a theme going on here, some near shit. And behind the desk, there's a woman in a black business suit with short blonde hair and a pair of thick-rimmed glasses that she adjusts as she looks at you. Ah, it seems that you've made it.
Magina Carter.
I immediately tried to take something from the room without permission.
Well, what do you want to take?
Well, what is there?
There's a desk, some sort of papers that you can't really see from here.
A nice fountain pen, maybe?
Yeah, there's a fountain pen.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go up to her desk and take one of the pens.
What shot? So you're holding the pen. You're gonna sort of just walk around and leave with it?
Yeah, I'm gonna run out the room.
You run out the room and you slip and fall as you do so because the pen is unable to cross the boundary of the door, so you just sort of slip and fall.
I'm gonna get up and put the pen nicely back on her desk. Sorry, just wanted to try it.
You certainly live up to your reputation, Mr. O.
Huh? And I kind of like glance at her. I'm looking at my police scanner right now.
Never mind. Well, I'm sure I don't need to explain to you how grave the situation outside is. You perhaps understand it better than I do.
Yeah, we just got attacked by one of the other tenants here.
He will be far from the last, I assure you. Rampages shall surely become a common occurrence over the next days.
That's what I'm afraid of. We're hoping there's a quick way to end this. Maybe a way to finish the Havoc Moon game at light speed. Speed run it, if you will, to borrow a term from gaming.
I'm no gamer, but I understand the compulsion. But before we get into the specifics of our next move, introduction is in order. I am Magina Carter, an information broker. I came to the city some months ago investigating the Havoc Moon game. I believe I worked with your brother during that time.
Yeah, you kinda screwed me over pretty bad.
Irrelevant. Now it seems we must work together, however. Your brother is no longer a respectable force, and it seems you are in a better position to get me the information I seek.
What's in it for us?
Getting me the information I seek will also encompass taking down the current Havoc Moon game. And of course, I am a broker. I have information to trade for your cooperation.
Do you know why this happened?
Well, we know why it happened.
Elaborate on what you mean by this. The present situation or the Havoc Moon game at large?
Well, the present situation. I mean, we know why it happened, but why would someone want to do this?
I believe that will become clear as I explain the origins of the Havoc Moon game. That's the information I have.
You will do that if we cooperate with you?
Of course not. This will be the advance payment.
So this is sort of on goodwill then.
Exactly.
Alright, well...
And of course, taking down the Havoc Moon game benefits you as well. That is what you're looking for from what you've said.
Well, there are thousands, maybe millions, hundreds of thousands of people in the street passed out, and the rest are about to start waging war on each other, so... Yeah, I'd say that's our goal for right now.
Very well. What I'm about to tell you is my own interpretation from records I've gleaned covering the last 100 years or so. Please don't take it as facts, but it's closer to facts than anything else you're likely to find. 100 years ago, then, there were reports of a meteor falling down to the township that would become Melurna City. A pink star, the records say, although they then disagree on whether it landed or passed over without event. Shortly after, the first Havoc Moon game was announced in local newspapers. A simple affair, back then the Havoc Moon challenges consisted largely of mundane affairs, walking dogs, delivering newspapers, talking to people you hadn't met before, that sort of thing. And then, with the first Havoc Moon game complete, the winners gained immortality. Who they are now, I could not say, although I believe you have information that could help me there.
Continue.
Since then, Havoc Moon games have occurred with regularity, every couple of years, 10 to 20 generally. I couldn't tell you exactly which one we're on now, but enough so that the cycle has become fixed. And, from analysing the Havoc Moon games I have been able to investigate, I believe I've discovered part of the truth behind the current one. The person running the current Havoc Moon game is not the person who originated it. Or to be more complete, it is not only the person that's originated it. My present belief is that there are two individuals, or a collaboration if you will, with the original designer of the game and a parasite who's infested it.
I'm just taking notes down, sorry.
Yeah. I believe you must have noticed as well the discrepancy between some of the messages the Havoc Moon game sends out, some of which are almost written by a child while others are in perfect English.
Right.
Now that you mention it, I think you're right. Yeah.
Well, why would a child start a Havoc Moon game? And how does one start a Havoc Moon game?
A child perhaps was not the best wording on my part, perhaps someone unfamiliar with humanity, who desired to discover it in the same way I desire to discover information by running such a simple game, to investigate their nature.
So something that's still learning.
An
Exactly.
AI?
I believe it's something outside of this Earth. And I believe we can presently see it in the sky.
The moon?
The Havoc Moon, yes.
Is that not the same as the normal moon?
Well, the Havoc Moon is a spherical object, or from what the police have tried sending helicopters up already, I believe it's more of a hologram in this case. But it is actually within our atmosphere. It is not the moon itself.
Okay, so hold on. Couple questions. First, how does one start a Havoc Moon game?
That's not for me to know, because I cannot say because I do not know.
Second, how did you
The
learn all
Havoc Moon
this?
itself runs the game.
Okay.
Since I arrived in this city, I've been poring over records from the last 100 years. This is from observation and investigation.
Okay, and third, are you saying that there's multiple immortals running around the city?
I believe that to be the case, yes. Most of whom will probably be unrelated with the current game, but I believe one of them may be the parasite infesting the game.
Okay, so, Regina Carter, what was your original purpose for researching the Havoc Moon game?
I decided to know what the Havoc Moon was. If my hypothesis is correct, it must be an extraterrestrial entity. Is that not information you'd find of interest?
You want to tell me that you, an information broker who was willing to work with my brother, did all of this out of pure curiosity and not a desire to become immortal?
Of course, why would I desire to become immortal? If I've been there to witness it, what point is their investigation?
I'm very wary of her, because something doesn't add up to me. But I'll let it go for now. Okay, so we know a general idea of how it started, what's keeping it going. How do we end it? I mean, when this thing first started, it seemed pretty official. There were rounds, there was some sort of point system. Then it started devolving into random errands, almost, and now it's just full-blown chaos.
Yes, the game has deteriorated greatly. That's why I believe that either way, this will be the final Havoc Moon game. Whether that's a result of disaster or design, I could not say yet.
So, how do we end it before things get too bad?
My belief is that the game was only intended to last a single round, the original Havoc Moon game. The individual who's hijacked it, if you like, they're the one keeping it going. If we can find them, then I believe we can end it by, well, ending them.
So you said...
You said... Oh, it's you could go.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, you said you don't know who won the first Havoc Moon game, right?
I do not know.
We do, but we might not want to give her that information.
Yeah, I know. I'm just... Tan, who was Captain Morrow's partner?
Captain Morrow had a partner called Elias, and he believed he also worked with other people, but he couldn't remember. He'd lost those memories of the last part of the game.
I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna be like, okay, do you think it would be possible for multiple people to win a Havoc Moon game, or is it just one person?
Well, from what I understand, your people were grouped together from early parts of the game. Is that right?
So was the first game as well. People were grouped together.
And I don't see any reason why a team could not win.
Interesting. Do you have any information on some of the other winners?
A lot of them never came back to the city. They went off to do better things. Only a few have come back.
One thing I'm concerned about, I just want to double check for investigation purposes. Did you say the Parasite's been here since the first game? Or was it after the first game it latched on? Okay, so it can't have been one of the winners then.
No, I think we're talking across purposes. I believe they were one of the participants in the first game, and from that point forward they then hijacked the following rounds.
So you say the Havoc Moon game is the creator of this round?
The Havoc Moon is the creator of the game, but is currently...
The original creator.
Think of it like this. You're a gamer, you said so. Imagine the game engine is run by the Havoc Moon, but the person designing the game at this point is the human components.
Okay, so the Havoc Moon...
They manipulate the framework.
I got confused because you implied that the creator of this one was the Havoc Moon.
It initiates the rounds, but it does not necessarily control them.
Well, you mentioned it was something alien, and when we asked what alien, you said it was the Havoc Moon.
Yes.
So the Havoc Moon's the one running it this time. It's the engine and the creator.
Yes, but it is not the one...
But in the past, it was
directing me.
Oh, okay, so it's not the one directing. The Parasite's the one directing.
Yes.
Okay. But you mentioned there's always a creator and always a parasite. So just to clarify, the Havoc Moon is both the creator and the engine right now. And in the past, it was just the engine.
No, that has not changed. It has always initiated the rounds, and it has always been the framework that gives it general structure.
So is this one just being run by the Parasite then? You mentioned there were two intelligences.
Yes, the two intelligences of the Havoc Moon and the Parasite.
Okay, you're okay. Out of character. You're driving me insane right now.
Yeah, I don't know what's the confusion.
You said that each one has a creator and
yes, the creator is the Havoc Moon every time.
Oh! Okay, so the Havoc Moon wanted to initiate it just the first round. But the Parasite's latched on since.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Tan, does Moderna City have a space station?
It does not.
I thought we said it did.
Oh yeah, it did, but yes, this is not really related.
Okay. I wanted to go to the moon.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was a rocket. Unless I'm insane and gaslighting you on accident.
Probably. I've said so much shit during this campaign, who knows?
Epic GMing.
We gotta go to the moon.
Listen, okay. So the Havoc Moon doesn't want to hurt anyone. I think that's evidenced by the fact that the original game was apparently just tasks. Although I thought Morrow mentioned killing people.
Why?
Who?
Who's Morrow?
Anyway. You didn't hear anything. Perhaps you're mentally insane? What's Morrow? Tomorrow? No, I'm not free then.
Well, if there was killing in the original game, perhaps it was against criminals or in self-defense or defense of others. I couldn't say. I don't know who Morrow is.
So this Parasite, we have no clue who they are. Do you have any way we could track them, maybe?
I don't believe so, no. I have tried to pick up the trail, but they seem to have actively erased past records of themselves.
Well, we do have one clue, I think. The
Oh.
Havoc Moon itself, if we are to believe it's an intelligence, I think it's fair to say its ability is probably granting stands, right?
Along with immortality, of course, as we've seen.
However, there was a time when we were trying to receive a spear that could destroy stands that we were interrupted by a stand called U2 that seemed sentient. But I don't think it was the Havoc Moon that would have sent it, because it tried to take Bradley's life and mine as well, if I recall correctly. And we've established it doesn't want to hurt people, so I think we could surmise that whoever owns U2 is the parasite.
I would say that's a good bet, yes. It took the stand spear then? You don't know... have you seen it since, or...?
I'm afraid
No.
we did everything we could to destroy it. We threw it in this special fire, but it just rewound time, took it from us. There was nothing we could do. It was so powerful.
Tan, out of character question. The assignment to destroy the spear, that was given to us by the game, right?
That was given to us by
Yes.
Radiohead, actually.
Well, yes, we gave you by Radiohead. That was outside the game, yes.
And in the game was trying to get us not to destroy the spear.
Yes,
That's
the
what-
game created a round, and it wasn't in the childish tone. That was hunt down the guys with the spears. So
no, I'm pretty sure it wasn't. It was in the childish tone, because I'm thinking.
That's
why
what I'm
would-
saying.
Why would
No, that's what I'm saying. The one that
What?
that was Sirius tried to get them to hunt us down.
Yeah.
I think that was the parasite. Because the parasite knows that if we removed his ability, then he probably couldn't control the game anymore. It's too dangerous for anyone else to have it. But at the same time, then why wouldn't he want us to destroy it? Why would he want it himself?
that's well, I think he would rather have it himself than have it destroyed, period. But I do think you're on the right track of the parasite being the one that was trying to get everyone to kill us and stop us from destroying the spear.
Now, if this parasite's been around for over 100 years, and assuming that, it wasn't a baby, it's probably either some sort of alien life or someone who's immortal on their own. Perhaps, maybe someone that knew the Havoc Moon before the Havoc Moon game began and got immortality from it. Maybe the first person the Havoc Moon met.
Speculate, I do not know, but...
Yeah,
I believe you're thinking along the right tracks.
Well, it's not like the moon's never communicated with us. We could try and text it.
Have you ever communicated both ways, or...?
Yes.
Don't think.
No, we have.
When?
I'm pretty sure we did. This is where our gaps really hurt us, but I know most of the time it doesn't. But I swear, when it was please
Happy
stop.
times, I think, when you said something, it'd be like, yeah.
I think specifically during the emergency notification, we were communicating with it about stopping it or something.
Mm.
Right? Am I crazy, Tan?
I thought that was with Magina Carter over the phone.
I
can't, because I remember specifically a few times where we tried to text the Havoc Moon and it did not respond.
Yeah, especially in the beginning when it was the serious rounds. Here, I go through our text history. Is there ever a time where I texted it and it answered me?
Fucker. It doesn't seem to. You can't see any from skimming.
Okay. I will try and send it a text now. I'll be like, hey, are you there, Havoc Moon? Question mark.
You do not get a reply.
Ooh,
As you're putting your phone away, however, the phone does then buzz.
Pick it up.
Where's the text, though?
Are the phone lines working again?
And they don't seem to be, so this is somehow just appearing directly on your phone rather than being actually through any kind of network.
Alright. What does it say?
And the message, it's as follows.
Wowee, so lots of people here. Thanks for becoming inside the Havoc Moon game. And like and subscribe. Now you should.
And all three of you got that, by the way.
We've already been in the game, though. Fuck.
yeah, I think it means everyone else.
And we haven't gotten any new round information since this whole debacle started, right? No quests, so to speak.
You would receive a
Yeah.
second text a moment later.
We
All of you.
I was gonna say we haven't gotten any text in a while. Like, we haven't gotten any assignments in a long time.
Yeah, there was a while during the Shadowless Man where it was like getting desperate for us to stop him as he got to the place, but it wasn't in like official quest format. The next round of the Havoc Moon game will be mandatory for all participants. If you succeed, you will be able to have your non-participant loved ones teleported to a safe location outside the city, and any imminent quarantine procedures. If you fail, you will lose your stand, any parts of your soul that may be connected to, and you will be disqualified from future rounds of the game. Your challenge is as follows. Oh shit, does that mean Magina has to... Is she getting this text too?
He does not seem to be getting this text.
Oh, base, she just has a stand. Kill... Oh, that was a perfect time for that drop. Kill one human being before midnight. At present, you have 3 hours and 33 minutes.
Hey, that gamer is still in the parking garage,
No,
right?
we're not killing people.
Magina, and I'm gonna slide her the phone.
She looks at it. She raises an eyebrow. I do believe you did sign the contract by coming in at any rate. I'm not concerned.
Magina, listen. Is there any way your contract can override this, like making a contract with us not to kill someone, or...
It would not be able to, no. I can prevent you from killing someone, but you're already pre-established into the Havoc Moon game. Gospel can only do so much, I'm afraid.
Alright, look, and I'm gonna kind of go up to her. You gave us all this information, right?
Yes.
What do you want out of us now? What's our end of the deal?
Well, now you use what I've given you to help in your efforts to take down the Havoc Moon game. Pending that, I will begin my inspection of the Havoc Moon itself, should it remain in this world. If it doesn't, I will...
We only have...
Well, we don't give away all our secrets.
We don't have 3.5 hours.
Do you have any leads? Anything that we could do? We can't kill people. I mean, I want to, but we can't.
Bilio!
Hayden wouldn't allow it.
Of course I won't allow it.
Is there any leeway in the definition of a human being, perhaps? That's all I can think of.
What?
Sorry?
What do you mean?
I
I think you're implying that there's some sort of workaround, but
hey,
like...
Hayden.
But... What?
Hayden, do you think if we got, say, 3 more... What was that big fellow called? Marios. They'd count as human beings?
I don't think so.
Shame.
And as you are discussing this and sweating and becoming concerned... Oh, never mind.
I had an idea. Yeah,
the arrow for next time begins to appear and it reverses.
Sorry.
And it zooms into Hayden's face.
Sorry, this might be the perfect time to cliffhanger. I'll tell you the idea after we end the recording.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, I don't want to spoil
sorry,
it.
everyone.
Yeah, you guys better wait until next time for my epic idea I just had.
The arrow reverses itself once again.
Yeah. We are back with
now.
Havoc Moon now, so we were back into it.
That was fun. How'd you guys feel about it?
Fun. I had a great time. I was a little worried, but once we got going, we got going. So
I'm going to swing of it.
Hopefully we can keep up the consistency over the next few weeks.
Hell yes. How'd you feel, Stigma?
I guess I felt a bit more engaged during the first half, but that's mainly because I guess Iago's personality isn't the type to, I guess, be too lore focused.
Right.
Because like I don't know what's he got to say.
I was confused though when you said law. I was like, you're a lawyer though.
A lore. All right. I'm gonna end the recording now so I can tell you guys my sick idea. All right. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.
Bye.
See you in 2 months.